Good morning, everyone. So Matthew decided to park his drone up in the top of a tree, and this morning we're going to try to get it back down, and it is way up there. We tried a couple different things. We tried like two 20-foot sticks of PVC pipe, and it didn't even get like halfway up there. So I'm guessing we're in like the 60 to 80 foot range. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to try to take a bow and arrow and tie a string on it and shoot it up over top of the branch, way up over there, and then use that to shake the branch and hopefully get the drone loose and bring it back down here to planet Earth so that we can basically process an insurance claim through the product protection that we bought when we decided to buy an 8-year-old a drone. Very important. All right, so we'll see how this works out. All right, so we're getting set up now. And the other day we tried to do this and the arrow took off and left the fishing line behind. So Matthew came up with a really good idea. He said we need to tie the fishing line on and then put a little piece of tape around it to keep it on. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. All right, so we'll just tie a little knot on there. That looks pretty good. Get a piece of tape. The heavy duty stuff, let's use the lighter duty stuff, man. You think this ain't Hollywood, ain't Universal Studios. All right, I think she's ready to fly. Let's go get it ready, boy. All right, so you probably can't see the drone in here. Actually, I know you can't. But if you look up at that tree, and that is the tree right there. And then that's the top of the tree right there. And then this little branch right here is a low branch on that tree. And then right about there, in between the top of the tree and this low branch on this tree, right in there is the drone. So that's the one we're going for. All right, so now let's get this thing out. This is what? Attempt number two? Two. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna lay out some fishing line first, and that way it's not ripping it off the reel at 300 feet per second, because fishing line isn't designed to come off a reel that fast. So we'll lay out line probably back to the jump mound and then up here, and that will hopefully be enough to get it over top of the tree. So let's get started on that. I don't want that fishing line wrapped around me.
Okay, Dad, quickly. Hold on. This is better be on this side. I see your arrow.
The arrow made it over. Well, that didn't work out quite as well as we hoped. The arrow is now, it's over the correct branch, but it's hanging there. And I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get it down where we can hook something to it. All right, so essentially what we've done here is we've managed to basically just lose my fishing line up in the tree. The arrow didn't, it went right through the correct branch. So that worked out, but then it just hung up there in the tree, and no amount of shaking that I did could get the thing down low enough for us to attach a bigger rope to it. So now the arrow is just like sitting there. I don't know. Oh, I got my arrow back. At least I got my arrow. So anyways, let me retrieve this. I don't know if we're gonna try one more time, but I don't think it's gonna work. All right, so we are gonna try something a little different to retrieve this drone. It didn't work out the first time. The bow and arrow failure. And I was talking to my chief engineer, Mr. Matthew, and he said, Dad, why don't we just shoot it down with the fire hose? Well, I'm like, why didn't you think of that sooner, man? We could have got this thing down a month ago. Anyways, it's been through like 10 rainstorms, out in the weather. The thing probably doesn't work anymore. Why not shoot it down with a fire hose? I mean, come on. So that is what we're gonna do. Not very good at that. All right, we've got the fire pump hooked up. We've got my trusty chief engineer Matthew on the scene. We've got the hoses all ready to go. We've got gas in the tank, and we think that it's almost time to light this thing up, but we forgot one little item, just one. We need to call in Air 1 because this mission is to retrieve a critical air asset from the tree. So let's call in Air 1. All right, Tower, can we get Air 1 out here to the scene of the aircraft crash? We're gonna need to get eyes on this aircraft stuck in a tree. Yes, we will get an aircraft airborne and headed your way right now. All right, that'll be good. All right, we see the aircraft coming into the scene. Bring it a little closer over to the tree. Will do. All right, now that we got Air 1 on the scene and standing by, we're gonna get this thing running here. Let's see if we got everything ready to go. We got the on switch in the on position. But did we turn the gas on? No. Let's turn that gas on and see if that makes a difference. All right, we'll go ahead and give it a little choke since it's been a minute. Yeah, all right, give her a good pull. Oh, come on, better than that. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, we got our chief engineer over here on the fire hose, and he's gonna attempt to knock that drone out of the sky. Will he be able to do it? Ooh, wow, it's raining. Almost, man, almost. You were almost on it. Yeah, maybe this won't work. We might have to go back to the drawing board. All right, now, just like our chief engineer, Mr. Matthew, suggested, the fire hose was the key to success. And this thing has been up in this tree for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Look at it.
And it been rained
The lights started flashing when we sprayed it.
It been rained
Wow.
on and played and it's still walking.
Amazing. Wouldn't that be crazy if we throw a new battery in it and it fires right up?
It probably
Man,
would.
if it fires right up, they should like let you write a product review about how their drone can hang out for 3 weeks through all these Florida thunderstorms. Look, and we got one coming right now, actually. It'll be here in probably, what, half an hour, 45 minutes? All right, awesome job. Alrighty, Air 1, thank you for the support today. We appreciate it, and I don't believe we're gonna need any additional aerial support as of this time. Roger that, Captain. We're gonna be taking our cruise back over to Homeport and landing here shortly. Well, there you have it, folks. We were able through trial and error, and lots of error, I mind you, get the drone back down. And it doesn't appear to be working, so, you know, moment of silence for the drone there. But we got the warranty thingy, so it's gonna be okay, and Matthew should be airborne again soon. We really appreciate you watching these videos. I know they're all over the place. One day we're going fishing, another day we're playing on the boat, another day, who knows, we might be out gardening or something like that. We usually don't video those because, you know, it's gardening. And this channel, although it's about family and, you know, being together and outdoor stuff, we kind of stick to the fun stuff, you know. Not that garden's not fun. Gardening is fun. But you know what I mean. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. You know, we don't have a whole lot of subscribers and we need more. So thank you, and we will catch you next time.